What's up, YouTube? Lorden here, and I've been playing. Today's the official release of the Old Gods update, and I've been playing a couple decks. Most of them I haven't had any good games with, like Yogg, not Yogg Saron. Cthulhu Handlock does not work that well because I forgot Antique Healbot is no longer here. I've also been playing Cthulhu Priest is decent. And Cthulhu Warrior, apparently it's good, but I just haven't had good games with it. So far, though, Beast Druid. This is the Beast Druid deck that I have been running. It's one that I've made up. I did not net deck this. I don't think there are that many net decks out there. A lot of the cards could be replaced, because there's a bunch of random one-ofs, like one Savage Roar, which isn't really needed, because you can get Savage Roar off of Tomb Spider. Where's my Tomb Spider? Tomb Spider into a Jeweled Scarab, which happened to me. But running one doesn't hurt. So I run two Innervates. I almost took them out because I'm running the Aspirant. But they've come in handy, and the game is lagging really badly to where when you play with a deck, you cannot change that deck until you switch decks that you're playing with. It's weird. I don't know. Hearthstone's just really laggy today. So I run two Innervates. One might be decent still. This is the card that you really need, Mark of Yogg-Saron. It gives your minion +2/+2, and you draw a card if it's a beast. So, and which is gonna always be procced because about 90% of this deck is beasts. I run two Power of the Wilds. I usually use it to get the Panther. You can use it to gain lethal. I've used it when I had a full board just because I didn't need the Panther to do the 1/1. Two Aspirants. There's nothing to explain there. This thing, you want to usually use it in stealth mode on turn 2. You never want to charge it, because unlike Face Hunter, Beast Druid is not. You do go face like 90% of the time, but not if it's a 2/1 that's just gonna die next turn. Huge Toad is a really decent beast. It's a 2/3/2. It's just basically a knife juggler that just throws one knife. I run two of those. I don't really know what other. I was looking at all the beasts. Most of them are kind of shit. Like, don't like throwing in just Raptor. You need a beast that does something, and he does something. I put one Savage Roar in here because I needed a card, and I was just like, maybe if I have a full board, this will be decent. So it is come in handy every now and then. You run two Grizzlies. This card's iffy. I believe it was like ranked really low, but if it's if you have a full hand like turn 6 or 7. And you already have an Aspirant down, I mean, that's the combo, but it's really good to have just anyways. Like, if you can play one or two cards after this, like, let's say this, a Mounted Raptor and a Huge Toad, or this, a Huge Toad and two of those or something, that's really decent. If you can just get a little bit of value out of it. I find it. I haven't seen any bad plays with it so far. Two Mounted Raptors, nothing to explain there. Two Swipes, nothing to explain there. Two of these dudes, I usually use them to gain the 2/2 slime, because usually when I play this down, I have the Aspirant down, so there's no reason to gain an empty mana crystal. You just want to keep tempo on the board. That's basically what the new aggro decks are. They're not face decks anymore, they're tempo decks. You want to just out-tempo your opponent. It's kind of like playing Arena. Savage Combatant, I believe you're supposed to use these in Control Druid, but this is decent in this because if you're playing against like a Cthulhu deck, you can use your extra hero power damage to take out like the 2/3s and stuff that they're gonna be playing. Most of the time, you're gonna be killed next turn, so you're not gonna be able to get 5 damage in. But if you can, it's great. Tomb Spider, you can use this to get Savage Roar through the Jeweled Scarab. You can use it to get. I usually use it to try and get a taunt. That's so far. I haven't really seen anything else worth getting from it. Maybe a King Crush. Starfall. I literally just threw this in here. I might replace it with like another Druid the Claw or something. I threw it in here because in case you're against a Paladin and they have a full board of 1/1s, you can use it just to clear the board. And then if you draw it and you're against a dude with a big minion, you can just do 5 damage to it and finish it off with like a Huge Toad or something. Druid, I run Druid the Claw. I was using 2, but then I remembered Leroy Jenkins is a thing. So I removed 1, and Leroy Jenkins plus your Savage Roar is a really good combo. And then last but not least, Knight of the Wild. You want to keep this in your starting hand if you have this and a couple beasts, like a couple huge toads and that. And if you can get it, you can probably get this out by turn 4. That's what I've seen so far. Getting this out by turn 4 is the main objective of this. And basically, you want to keep going face and do trades that help you. Other than that, just go face and let the opponent do all the trading. That's all there is to talk about. Yeah, have I gotten over it all? Yeah, this deck, I've had a 100% win rate with it so far. I'm only rank, what rank am I? I'm like rank 16, and I've done, I started at rank 16 today, and I've dropped a lot, but now I'm regaining it with just this deck. This is like the new Egg Druid. It's really great so far. I'll have to try Cthulhu Druid out, but so far, this is where it's at right now, guys. So, yeah, if you're ever trying to, if you're trying to rank up day 1 or day 2, try this deck out. It beats 100% most Cthulhu decks, because they can't do anything till turn 10. And then if you at turn 10, all you have to do is dodge Cthulhu and you win. Even if you don't dodge Cthulhu, if you have a full board and Cthulhu just clears your board, all you have to do is draw, like let's say you have a Tomb Spider in your hand and they drop Cthulhu. Sorry. They're at like 6 life or something. Drop Tomb Spider, get either the taunt. Oh, actually, you have to get the taunt, because if you get Savage Roar, you'll probably be dead after that. But yeah, just drop down the taunt. They kill the taunt. You top deck like Leroy or something. You win the game. So peace out, guys.